Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Julie Riley. My company is Chefs of the Future, a cooking school that comes to you. And that means more now, right? I'm in your kitchen, you're in mine. Today we're going to whip up something sweet again. So from my kitchen to your kitchen with love and creativity, let's make some back to school cupcakes. Excellent. So this video was made for Floral Park Library, and everyone should have gotten their kits. If not, there was a list of ingredients and everything that you would need to do this project. We're going to take a paper plate and we're going to open up our goodie bag. Don't forget, take a picture of my business card. This way you can have it on hand. And I do Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. I do enrichment programs when we come back to some normalcy. Very gently empty your bag onto the plates. And I think grab a pair of scissors. Two things I didn't have on that list was a pair of scissors and a wet cloth to have on the side, or some baby wipes. This way when our hands get messy, we just clean them up right away. Beautiful. So the second one, I'm going to just empty it onto the plate. Let's move this to the side so you can have a good view. This. And then I'm going to just sort everything. My vanilla wafer cookies. And my graham cracker. I'm going to brush that off. It has some crumbs on it. And a couple of Tic Tacs and some M&Ms and Fruit Loops. This way you have everything organized on your plate. And I have these little Dreggies special candies. Okay, I hope everyone's getting settled into school. And this is just a fun little treat that we're back at school. We've been off for so long, right? Must feel good to get back and be with your friends. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to fill a couple of pastry bags. I don't know what colors you have for frosting, but I have red. That does not need to go into a pastry bag. A little bit of white does, just for some writing, and a little bit of chocolate. Now, chocolate frosting is a little thicker than white frosting, so we're going to use it to write. You might want to put it in the microwave for just a couple of seconds to make it a little bit soft, unless you have some cookie decorating icing, which then you would have gotten like black cookie decorating ice cream. Alrighty. So I'm going to show you my trick to fill a pastry bag, or in our case, we take a little plastic baggie and we take the point, we put it into a glass and we wrap it around the glass, and then I'm going to just take, we don't need much of the white, just going to take it's maybe a tablespoon or so. I'm going to put it in the bag. Now this tip, we want to cut it very, very small because we're going to use it to write. Very small. Okay, put that to the side. And then we're going to do the chocolate one. Same thing. Open your bag. Put the tip in. Flip it over. The chocolate we need a little bit more because we're doing a little bit more decorating. You could even just kind of mix it up to make it a little soft. I miss everybody. I can't wait to see you all again. And we're going to cut the tip on this. This way we have these bags ready. And make sure that's a nice clean cut. You don't need that anymore. So here we go. I have my plate of cupcakes. I decided to make chocolate this time. And I have my little directions. Well, not directions. I have my little pictures, which you saw in the beginning. So you could go back and snap a shot of that on your phone. The first cupcake that I'm going to make is the apple cupcake. So we're going to take a plate and we're going to take a cupcake and we're going to frost it with the red. I'm going to show you each one, and then you have more items so that you could do more of them. So we'll just go through and do one of each. So you see how I frosted this? I took the frosting, I put it on top like this, and then I just rotated the cupcake. But you have to have a lot of frosting on it to do that. You don't want to keep spreading it, because then what happens is the crumbs from the cupcake will get all over the place. So we have our, I'll do this upside down, our red cupcake. And to that, if you take one of your caramels, I don't know which ones you have. I put all different ones in there, so each person will have a different one. If it's very, very hard, all you have to do is put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. So you take your caramel and you cut it in half with your scissor. Again, if you're having problems cutting it, you might want to put it into the microwave. Okay, so I have a tiny piece of caramel. I'm just going to play with it in my hands. This is going to be the stem for the apple. So you can make it a little bit long and thin around, and sometimes the top of it has like a little nub on it. Right? So I'm just going to stick that into the top. That's the stem. Now, the next thing I want to do is make the leaf. Right? So the leaves, mostly everybody has these round ones. You might have a couple of these spearmint ones. So if you have the ring, just cut it into 4. And then you place the leaf on. And you could take a piece of the spearmint one too. Then the fun part is you take your gummy worm, cut it in half, so I give you 2 gummy worms each, and that'll make 4 cupcakes, and you stick the gummy worm in. So there is your apple. Fantastic. Next, we're going to do our ruler. The ruler is quite easy. You're going to take your Starburst and you're going to unwrap it. You can put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. Again, just like the caramel, if you had a hard caramel. The Starbursts are a little harder than the caramels are. But if you're patient, you could just squeeze it and make it soft. Spread it out a little bit. You want to make it, you want to try to keep it nice and rectangle shape, because we're making the eraser out of this. So, I mean, you guys, you're going to be, erasers are going to be obsolete because you're going to do everything digital. You should have made a little iPad. Oh, and this one we're going to frost, any color is fine. I think I'm going to do this one white. And again, I put a lot of frosting on, put it on, and then I just turn the cupcake. Alright. On the little Starburst, I'm just going to write the word erase on it. you know what, even if it doesn't fit, just kind of, you could even just smudge it just so that it says something on there. And I'm going to put this here. And then for your ruler, you put it on the cupcake. And the first line is going to be 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then the second line is only going to take 1 square. So these are going to be 3 short ones. And then the next one's going to be a medium-sized one. So these are 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, and then 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and then that's 1/4, 1/2. So it's 3 little ones, 1, 2, 3, and then a big one again, and then 1, 2, 3, and a medium-sized line, and then 1, 2, 3, and a big one. So see, it's long, short, medium. So it's long, 3 short, a medium, 3 short, a long, 3 short, a medium, 3 short, and a long. And that's your ruler and your eraser. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to do another red one. We're going to do the blackboard one. You could do this on red or any other color that you have. On your cookie, you're going to write either ABC or back to school. So I think I'm going to do ABC on this one. Capital A and a little a. When you're using your pastry bag to write, don't put the tip right on like a pencil. You have to put it on to the paper. You have to hold this above the cookie. Otherwise it's all going to smudge. A, B, and then on the next line I'm going to do C and D. C and big D and a little d. If you're having a hard time, wipe it off. Practice it either on your paper plate. I have these prisms, or you could use toothpicks. And I'm just going to lean the chalkboard on there. And then I gave you little Tic Tacs. So the Tic Tac is supposed to look like a piece of chalk. Very cute. A, B, C, D. Next we're going to make the pencil. So we're going to cut the tip of this. You can use your butter knife. You're going to make it pointy, right? So it comes to a point. Beautiful. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white. Let's look at this side. And then the tip, I'm going to make the triangle tip. I'm going to make with the chocolate or the black for the point of the pencil. And then I'm going to take a starburst. Again, unwrap. You could actually, oh, we did that one already. Okay, so unwrap it. You can put it in the microwave. And this one, you're going to flatten it out. You cut it in half. And flatten it out. Trying to keep it still in the rectangle shape. And you're flattening it enough so that it fits on your cookie on the end for the eraser. There you go. It's like a little pencil. Fabulous. I'm going to put this one on a chocolate cupcake. Just right in the center. And last but not least, we're going to do the bus. So the bus, try to get a big cupcake if you can. And you could do it any color again. I kind of like to do it with the white or with a light color. Gonna frost that cupcake. So, you know, after this, then you go back and you use up all your ingredients decorating all your cupcakes, right? Because you just don't have 5 cupcakes if you made cupcakes. But, and there's enough in your kit to make a few pencils and a few rulers and a few apples, 4 apples. All right. So for the bus, you're going to take 2 of the wafer cookies. And one of them you're going to cut off about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the boxes. Or 4 or 5. And then we're going to put these on the cupcake, but leave a little space on the bottom, right? Because we still have to put our wheels. And in your kit, I gave everybody some purple, I think some purple Fruit Loop things. Except I didn't give myself purple ones, so I'm going to use blue. So I'm going to put them on the bottom of the bus. So I have 1 short wafer cookie, 1 long one, and 2 Fruit Loops. The purple ones are the best. Then I'm going to put a little dot of frosting in the middle of the wheel. And I'm going to take the 2 dreggies that I gave you. Well, I gave you 2 or 3. Dreggies are little fancy decorations. They're pearl dreggies. And we're going to make that the inside of the wheel. Make it look fancy. Okay. Now our bus has windows, for sure. I'm going to try to get this close so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to take the chocolate, and I'm going to leave a little space on the top, and write down the first box, the boxes. I'm going to go all the way across, down, and long ways, so the lines kind of give you a guideline. And then I'm going to make little windows, 1, 2, and then the window in the front is big for the bus driver. Now I'm going to make a big thick strip down the center of the bus. You know, that's where the bus has the name of the school district or the bus company. Right. I'm going to take an red. That's for that little stop sign that comes in and out, right? That's on the side of the bus. And then either a dreggy or a white M&M. I'm going to make the white M&M the headlight, like this. See how I put the headlight on there? Now I can't do this part upside down, so I'm going to have to turn it around. And I am going to write on here, on that black line, FPBS, right? For Floral Park, Belrose School District. F P, or if you're doing this and you're a different school, you write your school name on there. B S, and then the D, right? So that would include John Louis, right? FPBSD, Floral Park, Belrose School District. And that, my friends, is our back to school cupcakes. I hope you had fun. I hope you do really well in school. Parents, if you want to join my email list, you just type the word cooking. You text the word cooking to 22828. Please follow me on Instagram and my YouTube channel. I only have one video up on my YouTube, but please subscribe to it, follow it. I'm going to start doing more and more for you guys, but you guys get this through the library. And my Instagram is @ChefsOfTheFuture, or you could go to Julie Markatuli O'Reilly on Facebook, and then I think it gives you my business page. But I just want to say, keep cooking, do well in school, have a great year, and I think we have apple monsters and something else coming up, maybe a bread, something really good. All right, so from my kitchen to yours with love and creativity, have a great day.